Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Please take the seat. May I know what's your name?
Sir, it's Amit, sir.
Amit Saha.
Yes, sir.
Very good, Amit. And the same name, I think Amit Sah.
Yes, sir.
Is same Amit Saha or Sah?
My name is Amit Saha, but his name is Amit Shah. He
Amit
is
Shah.
currently the Home Minister and the Minister in the Ministry of Cooperation.
Okay. Wow. Very good. Okay. Introduce yourself, Amit Saha.
Sir, my name is Amit Saha. I am from village Arjunpur, located in Sahibganj district, which is an aspirational district of Jharkhand state. I have done my matriculation and intermediate from DAV Public School Papur and Delhi Public School Ranchi respectively. I have done my graduation in physics honors from St. Xavier's College Ranchi. Apart from my academics, sir, I like to do mobile photography, and I am a hardworking and dedicated person and by the quality of team management.
Very good. Tell me something about the St. Xavier's College. Establishment years and the principal or dean who did the college.
So, our college was established in 1944 by the Society of Jesus, and the main founder is Saint Francis Xavier, his full name. And
Tell me something about Sahibganj.
Sahibganj is a northernmost district of the Jharkhand state. It is the only district through which Ganga River passes, and the famous fort, that is Teligari Fort, is located in Jharkhand state. And there are many projects that are ongoing.
Name the project of the Ganga related.
It's a multi-cargo project, sir, that is being built in the Ganga River of Sahibganj to discourage the rail and road congestion. It cost around, sir, 6,500 crore.
Any minerals importance of the Sahibganj? Minerals found in Sahibganj? Any?
Sir, most of the people in Sahibganj are engaged in agriculture. Sir.
Agriculture. Which type of agriculture? What are cereals and
Mostly, sir, 86% of our farmers grow paddy, mainly the variety is Agani paddy.
And your honors paper is
Physics honors.
physics honors and subsidiary
Sir, mathematics.
mathematics. Okay. Tell me about the second law of Newton's.
The force applied on a body, sir, is directly proportional to the mass of the body in the direction of this acceleration.
F is equal to
F is equals to ma.
What is G and G?
So small g stands for gravitational force, that is the natural force of the earth, but capital G is the gravitational constant. I am not exact remembering the
Capital G, value of the capital G?
So I am not able to.
Don't worry. And a small g of earth
It's 9.8 meter per second square.
per second square.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Saha, what is the significant difference between you and Mr. Amit Shah?
So he is a political leader,
Okay.
and he is the currently head of the Home Affairs Ministry and the Ministry of Cooperation.
If you intends to change both the portfolio from you, he wants to become in your position and you want to become his position, will it be matching or not?
So in this current stage, sir, I will definitely, sir, it will not match, because the experience he have, the ministry that he is holding right now, the power he have. Currently, I am not having that qualities, but I am improving day by day.
Oh.
Maybe at that age, I will surely become.
I think you are not suitable to that post, but and he is
He
Yeah,
also
obviously.
also not suitable.
Yes, sir.
Both work are different.
Yes, sir, both are not suitable.
It's
in
not,
Okay,
this
okay.
it's not practically possible. Practically possible.
Practical.
Now coming back to this studies budget, I'll ask 3-4 questions, very important. What is the outlay of this budget? Total outlay.
Sorry, sir, but I haven't gone through the budget right now. I have gone through the economic survey, but I haven't gone through the budget.
No problem. Then second point, the outlay of this year budget was more than the last year budget or less?
It will say, I don't know the exact answer, but if you allow me, I will guess the answer. It will surely be greater than the last year budget, because our ministers in nowadays are more spending on the capital intensive sectors to I'm not remembering the exact figure, sir, but it will surely be more because our country is growing day by day. GDP is.
Have you
also
heard the
growing.
name of Fed Reserve?
Yes, sir. It's the
Something
central
has
bank.
happened yesterday. What has happened yesterday? And what is the importance of Fed Reserve vis-a-vis our economy?
Sir, I am not able to answer what has happened yesterday in the Fed Reserve, but I can able to answer your second question.
Oh,
sir.
sure.
So the Fed Reserve is the central bank of the America, and the rate actually they are in the process of monetary tightening, and the monetary tightening that is caused by the Fed Reserve is directly impacting the our exports and our rupee. The more they are hiking their rates, our rupee depreciates, and our exports are become less competitive.
How you can explain the impact? So citing one example, small example. Suppose Fed Reserve has increased the rate by 0.25%. How it will affect Indian rupee?
So if Fed increases the rate by 0.25%, means the loans become costlier in America, and the foreign portfolio investors that are invested in the Indian market, they will actually the companies will get the costlier loan in America. So the investor will pull out their investment from India and they want to invest
Whether
in the
it
American
has
market.
some relation with inflation or not?
Yes, it will surely affects our inflation. Our inflation will increase because of the weakening of the.
So what is the major factor that causes inflation in India, and what is the major factor that causes deflation in some of the other countries? Inflation and deflation.
The major cause of inflation in India can be due to the demand and supply of the different goods, because the geopolitical tensions and the supply chain bottlenecks. There is a mismatch in the demand and supply, and so deflation occurs when some quantity or some products are produced in the larger quantity. Then only, so I think the deflation. So
Okay, no problem. Now tell me, if you are asked to choose one deposit account from any bank or post office, which you will prefer?
So I will prefer the Bank of Baroda saving account.
Why? What is the reason behind it?
First of all, sir, I have visited so many times to Bank of Baroda, and I have liked the work culture there, the friendliness of the staffs, and I haven't visited any other banks. So I think, sir, and the interest rate are also good in Bank of Baroda, I think.
Is it different than other commercial banks, or it is similar? They have the authority. They have the authority to choose hike or decline the rate of interest. Some deposits, no doubt. But at the same time, not much of difference, because that is also a commercial bank, specialized bank.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now tell me, what is organic cultivation?
So organic cultivation is a method of cultivation where the organic fertilizers and the compost are used, and it largely excludes the chemical fertilizers and
The
substances.
fish farming is a organic cultivation or non-organic? Fish farming.
I don't know the exact answer, but I think it's organic. It will come in the organic cultivation.
Can you tell me the two states of India which are totally organic in nature?
It's first is Sikkim, that is
Okay.
100% organic,
Okay.
and second is Madhya Pradesh. Recently, Madhya Pradesh government has launched some scheme to cultivate maximum products in the organic field.
Have you heard the name sprinkling irrigation? Sprinkle irrigation.
Yes, sir.
What is the defect, or what is the positive effect of that sprinkle irrigation?
So sprinkler irrigation is a method of irrigation where the drop by drop water is being provided to the crops.
What is the other name
Drip irrigation.
or other name? Tapka. In Hindi they call it tapka.
Yes. And so the main disadvantage of this system, sir, I will say it is very costly, and higher maintenance cost is required by the farmers, And sir, it is a costly method because of so many of our farmers cannot adopt this method because it is
But
costly.
many of the states have given very high quantum of subsidy on this sprinkle irrigation. But at the same time, it saves water.
Yes, sir.
In minimum water, you can grow more crops. Okay.
So, Amit, please tell me who is the first Nobel Prize winner in physics?
I don't know the correct answer, but I think sir it's C.V. Raman sir.
Okay.
I don't know the correct answer.
अच्छा, आप ये बताओ what is disaster management policy?
So I don't know the exact answer, but if you allow me, I will present whatever. Sir, disaster management policy, as per my best knowledge, sir, it is a policy made by the government to mitigate the effects of the disaster, after effects of the disaster. Like sir, our forces are there, and allocation is also there in the disaster management relief. So I believe
That is relief, and prior to that, during the period of disasters.
I don't know sir, this
Okay,
answer.
no problem. Yeah, what is NPA?
So NPA stands for non-performing asset. If the principals or the interest is not being repaid by the bank up to a period of 90 days from the due date, then it is called a non-performing asset.
Now tell me what is capital market and what is money market?
So money market is controlled by the Reserve Bank of India, and here the investments are for the less than 1 year, and the capital market is controlled by the SEBI, and for the investment of greater than 1 year, capital market is been formed.
Investment. Okay, that is from the investor point of view. And who is taking that money?
So the capital market, I think the companies that are issuing the shares will
Yes.
take the money.
Okay. Now tell me what is internet banking?
So it is a form of banking where the many bankers provide their facility over the internet.
What are the parts of computer?
Mainly there are 4 parts of computer, sir, that is central processing unit, CPU, monitor, keyboard and mouse.
What is CPU?
So it stands for central processing unit. It is also called as the brain of the computer. All the processing tasks that are happening in the computer are being governed by the CPU.
What is PowerPoint?
So it is a product of Microsoft in which different types of presentations can be made.
Now tell me what is CRR and SLR?
CRR stands for the cash reserve ratio. It is the amount. Actually, sir, all the public sector banks and even all the financial intermediaries or the clients of the RBI have to put some amount of cash with the Reserve Bank of India. That is called as mainly cash reserve ratio, and
SLR?
SLR stands for statutory liquidity ratio. It is the amount that the bank have to keep with themselves in the liquid form, such as government securities or the gold. And currently, so I think its rate is 18%.
Okay. I need more study on this topics. Now tell me what are the different products of banks?
So different products like savings account, current account, fixed deposit, recurring deposit, and the loans that the bank gives. I think these are some different products of the bank.
What are the different types of loan?
So it's 2 types: retail loan and wholesale loan.
Retail loan and wholesale loan. Okay, what you told?
I told the wholesale, but I'm not confirm on this point. One is retail loan.
Achha, now tell
I'm
me,
not recalling the.
what is priority sector advance?
So priority sector, actually, Reserve Bank of India with the Government of India have created some sectors that are needed for the development of the economy, but they are getting less fund from the bank. So the priority sector lending norms have been devised by the RBI, so that these sectors like MSME, startups or renewable energy sector get their proper funding from the bank.
And any other in priority sector, what are the other items?
So actually there are 8 sectors under the priority sectors, mainly the education, MSME, startups, housing.
You always start with agriculture. It is an agriculture-based country.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And these are the loan product.
Yes, sir.
And what you wanted to say, that is corporate loan, big advances and retail
Retail.
or MSME.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now tell me, is inflation is always harmful for the economy of a country?
So little bit inflation is required for the economy, because it avoids the recessionary pressures and it also ensures the growth of the country. So bit inflation is good for the economy.
What will happen when too much price level gets down too much? That is deflation stage. What will be the advantage and disadvantage?
So in the Philip curve, that is a famous economist, have shown that if there are a greater number, if there are a high amount of deflation, then there is recessionary pressures occurring on the economy. Our economy will not grow and the employment will also be
Yes, I
very
wanted
less.
to know. Employment will be low.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Your preparation is very good.
Thank you, sir.
And another, I think, 10, 11 days is there. Even banking, which is not your subject, you have replied.
अमित साहब,
Yes, sir.
काफी अच्छा आपका इंटरव्यू रहा।
First day
सब
का हिसाब
आप
से
कुछ
बहुत
फीडबैक
अच्छा।
बता दें सबको?
हाँ, बता रहे
क्या
हैं।
करेगा?
You're a student of science.
Yes.
Okay. A few questions may be asked from your subject, but mainly the environment. The budget is main focus.
Yes.
Okay. Budget is main focus.
Yes, sir.
Plus the global incidences which is affecting entire world. So you have to focus on these areas. Your budget, your economic situation, plus the global situation affecting global economy. So that will suffice your world. That will suffice.
And whatever you have read in banking, economics, that you just revised and last moment study.
Okay, sir.
और कुछ आप पूछना चाहते हैं?
Yes, sir. जैसे कि सर ने मुझे CRR, SLR पूछा था, तो I know these terms but structured answers नहीं हो पाता है। तो सर इस चीज़ को सर मैं जैसे डिपेक्ट कर रहा हूँ, तो या तो जैसे कि मैं आई एम स्पीकिंग इन इंग्लिश, तो सर क्या मैं बीच में हट के थोड़ा हिंदी में भी एक्सप्लेन कर सकता हूँ?
Permission with permission. Sir,
आप
can
एकदम
I
आराम
say
से-
something in Hindi which I can better express in Hindi?
जहाँ हेजिटेट करो
ये भी नहीं
permission
बोलना
ले
है कि
लीजिए।
बेटर एक्सप्रेस करना खराब करना। सर आई कैन रिप्लाई हिंदी।
आपने
तुरंत
बड़ा
तुरंत आपको
पोलाइटली परमिशन लिया था कुछ को अगर
खुशी में आराम से मिल
वैसे ही
जाता है।
परमिशन लो। आपका फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन बहुत स्मार्ट
बहुत
है।
अच्छा था और
बहुत
इम्प्रेसिव
polite
रहा।
कभी आप nervous
फैसले
हम लोग
काफी
चाहते हैं
नहीं,
अगर हम लोग के
yes,
हाथ में होता हम लोग चाहते हैं कि सेलेक्ट कर दें।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल
ठीक लगा।
नहीं बहुत अच्छा सर।
ठीक है ना?
अच्छा था।
काफी पोलाइट हो, मोल्ड हो, अच्छी बात है।
Paku,
और हम लोगों ने start
Paku
किया
is
उसी से।
famous for cyber crime. Is not that? What you say about that? Many people from there, they are involved in cyber crime.
इसमें न्यूट्रल निकल जाना है।
एक्चुअली सर
लेकिन अभी जो सबसे ज्यादा स्पॉट बदनाम है वो जामताड़ा।
जामताड़ा।
जामताड़ा, हाँ, अच्छा, जामताड़ा।
ये सब अगर कुछ कंट्रोवर्सी कुछ वहाँ है, कुछ
Controversy हुआ
क्वेश्चन
तो
पूछे तो
escape
न्यूट्रल
करना
निकल
है,
जाना
फंसना
सर।
नहीं।
एक्चुअली आई हैव नो आइडिया।
इसमें नहीं फंसना।
कहीं भी पॉलिटिकल कंट्रोवर्सी कहीं भी।
हाँ जैसे अमित शाह वाला क्वेश्चन
हाँ।
पूछा था आपको फंसाने के लिए पूछा था। ठीक ठाक नहीं
उसमें कुछ नहीं बोलना है।
Sir, it may be some.
वो फिर रिपीट करे तो सर
फिर रिपीट
जवाब
करें
नहीं
जनरली
खास
बीच में
इग्नोर करना है।
हल्का फुल्का क्वेश्चन है।
फिर जवाब दे के पूरा डीपली नहीं जाना।
उसमें वो जरूरत ही नहीं। और पॉलिटिकल क्वेश्चन तो जनरली अवॉइड करना।
हाँ, वो तो
उसमें फंसने का डर रहता है।
पॉलिटिकल ऐसा कोई ठगी उगी वाला है तो
उसको अवॉइड करना।
ठीक है।
उससे आपकी साइकोलॉजी को भी पकड़ने की कोशिश किया जाता है कि आपकी साइकोलॉजी किस क्या आदमी है। अगर आप ज़्यादा पॉलिटिक्स का क्वेश्चन कुछ पूछ रहे हैं इसका मतलब पॉलिटिकली आप इनग्रॉस्ड हैं।
SLR, CRR जो पूछ रहा था टू द पॉइंट जो बातें हैं उतना ही डिफाइन कर छोड़ दीजिए। ज्यादा मत बताइए, अगर पूछते हैं तब बताइएगा, नहीं तो आपके क्वेश्चन से आप फिर क्वेश्चन
फिर
आंसर से आपके
क्वेश्चन क्यों बनेगा?
जब आप जानते हैं
CRR
तो चुप हो जाएंगे, सीआर का डिफरेंशियल से चुप हो जाएंगे,
ठीक है सर।
लेकिन उसका आइडिया ले लीजिए, बजट पूरा अच्छा से देख लीजिए।
Yes, sir, budget requirements.
जैसे
All the best.
जो जो सवाल है इसी से पूछ लेते हैं, whether CRR is beneficial for bank or not?
CRR is not beneficial for the bank, sir. It is the because they have to keep some amount of reserves in with the Reserve Bank of India. If they don't keep that reserve with the Reserve Bank of India, then they can run this money through the form of loans.
How
But
it adversely affects?
it decreases the loanable amount of the bank, sir. But in case of bank run or any other mishap, RBI has prescribed the CRR norms. But it decreases the loanable amount of the bank, so I believe, sir,
So CRR is kept in the form of,
cash only.
what about SLR is kept in the form of?
Liquid assets like cash, gold, government securities.
So the bank prefers CRR or SLR?
I think, sir, bank prefers SLR because they can also use SLR assets like SLR GSE in as a form of collateral and take the loans from the RBI. But CRR is
And the
completely
most
free.
important thing is that CRR, the quantum of deposit that the banks are making to the Reserve Bank of India, they do not get any interest,
Yes, sir.
but they are required to pay interest to the customer.
Yes, sir.
So both ways loss.
Achha.
But in case of SLR, the investment that you are making, maybe government security or maybe other items, you are getting some return from that.
Yes, sir.
So SLR is preferred.
Yes, sir.
SLR, okay?
Okay, sir.
All the best,
Thank you, sir.
तैयारी अच्छे से कीजिए।
Okay, thank you, sir.